already know. It's ljaydaking, got shooters, got shots with the shit talk team. Every episode got a brand new drink. Cheers to whatever, trying to see what you think. Toast to the audience, toast to the guests, toast to the friends that's making us success. Me and 2 Sips, #1 in Chicago. Come on through, we'll watch for the potholes. Shoot a shot, shit talk. Shoot a shot, shit talk. Shoot a shot, shit talk.
Welcome to Shooting Shots and Shit Talk. I am your boy, 2 Sips. And today we got a great guest in the building. In my area, y'all know Chi-Town's own Edwardo Bey. What's up, my guy?
What's going on,
How you
man?
feel today, man?
I'm peaceful, man.
That's what's up, man. Now, when you first hit me up, you was like, look, I'm coming on the show. I'm coming. I'm doing my thing. I was like, he 50% there. He about there. He about there. I think he ready. But you know, you get that all the time.
Yeah.
And then you showed up. You like, I'm coming. I'm ready.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah, here we are, right.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. It's very powerful and empowering that to be on the show like this, homegrown, you know, for us, by us, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Very, very powerful, man, to see young brothers, you know what I'm saying, that come from the same place where I come from, look like me, walk like me, talk like me, doing something empowering like this for the people that's, you know, they don't have a conscience, you know what I'm saying, to do it for themselves yet, you know what I mean? You're empowering those people, you know what I mean? So that's powerful, bro. You can't even put it into words, you know what I mean? Like, because we need more of that every day. We need more of that across the whole diaspora, really. You know what I mean?
Definitely do.
Yeah, so
We definitely
it's a long road, but I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got here. You know
So
what I mean?
since you here, and I know we respect people who don't drink, so more fun for me, alright? So with that, we got 19 crimes. And the reason why I got this bottle, cause it had Snoop Dogg on the face, on the front of it. So I'm like, Cali Red, 19 crimes, Snoop Dogg.
Right. How can you go wrong, right?
Snoop Dogg been doing his thing since forever.
Yeah.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try. Right.
So I got my little handy dandy special little thing here. See how this works. So for a lot of people who ain't familiar with you, like, what do you call your
well, this is a fez. This is an ancient headdress from the indigenous people. We are the indigenous people of this land. So I demonstrate and I give homage to my ancestors that came before.
According to Wikipedia, indigenous peoples, also known in some regions as First Peoples, First Nations, Aboriginal peoples or Native peoples or autochthonous peoples, are ethnic groups who are the original or earliest known inhabitants of an area, in contrast to groups that have settled, occupied or colonized the area more recently.
The modern Mayan people are the Belizeans. And so people might not know who a Mayan is, but they definitely know who a Belizean is. You know what I mean?
Definitely do.
Yeah. And so at the end of the day, that's basically what I am. You know what I mean? I'm indigenous to this land. I am a Moor. My name is Bey. That means the governor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so I govern all things. You know what I mean? So be it business, be it life, be it real estate, be it land, be it air, water, the elements of the world. You know what I mean? The ethers. I command it. You know what I mean? So
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. I like that a lot. Indigenous people.
Yeah.
So that's been, it's like, I'm forgetting my way, but what is it, like a practice? A practice like it, like a religion?
It's who you are. It's not a religion. Well, Islamism is the religion part of it. You know what I mean? But that's just the ancient study of peace. You know what I mean? So we could say Hetep. Hetep is supreme peace. You know what I mean? So we speak Latin. You know what I mean? So everything comes from Latin. You know what I mean?
Yes,
all of the languages come from Latin. So Arabic and Spanish and all those different things. And as you walk through, you got to be able to trace yourself back. You know what I mean? So it's like, from now, 2020, can I trace myself back to 2010? Can I trace myself back to 1910? Can I trace myself back to 1810? Can I trace myself back to 16, 14, 13, AD, BC, all that kind of thing? We were here thousands and thousands and thousands of years before anybody was here. So,
I believe
you know, it talks about it in the documentary of with Columbus, when he said the copper-toned people, those are the indigenous people of this land, because he thought he was somewhere else that he definitely was not, you know what I mean? But he couldn't been where he thought he was because we are the original navigators. Normally I wear a stone. Normally I wear a stone, which is a navigation stone. And it has 4 parts, and those are north, east, west, and south. Okay. And I said it like that for a purpose, for those who are, you know, cognitive and conscious. They understand the signs and symbols for the conscious mind. So everybody wants you to break down everything when you're having a conversation. I'm like, well, no, that's not how this works, you know. And you know, well, what's that about? Why you wear that tassel? Why you wear that? I said, well, this is the cosmos. You know what I mean? I said, and it's the womb, which really is the woman. You know what I mean? The indigenous woman is the mother of earth. You always see the guys from the East Coast say Mother Earth, right? And that's what they mean. Like, you know, we demonstrate the sisters to a high pedestal, you know what I mean? Because out of her come our nation. You know what I'm saying? We demonstrate the nation because you can't get no more deeper than that. Then, you know, when nations come forth, nations run the world. So,
definitely do.
And they say, come all ye nations. Even in the Bible, we talk about come all ye nations. So a lot of times people want to create separatism. You know what I mean? They be like, oh man, you a Muslim. I said, no, I'm not Muslim, I'm Muslim. But I believe in all religions because it's a prophet that came to all walks of life to give the people the message. You know what I mean? So that we can be one. You see what I'm saying?
So you saying like it came to us in a way or in a form that we can understand, just so we can all understand the same thing.
Why do you think Farrakhan is so powerful in this diaspora? Because he come to speak our language. He come from us. You see what I'm saying? He come back to us like, this is what we need to do. This is how we do it. Now you can receive it or you not. You know what I mean? But don't say you didn't hear it. You see what I'm saying?
True. That's
you know, even with Elijah Muhammad was with the Prophet Noble Drew Ali back in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? He was originally Elijah Poole Bey. You know what I'm saying? Originally, Elijah Muhammad was a preacher. He was a preacher from back in the day. So what Noble Drew Ali did, he got those people that were already popular. So it's like not having a dud on your show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bringing somebody that has social currency. And so that's what he did. He grabbed Elijah Muhammad, he groomed him, bam, bam, bam. Even from down back on 31st in Indiana, where they had the original temple at, when they used to have a convention, Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Mosiah Garvey was together. You see what I'm saying? They demonstrate together because their teacher was the one who brought them together. Their teacher, their sage, was the one who said, okay, you're going to go first. It's going to be somebody after you. And you let the people know, like John the Baptist, somebody coming behind me to do this. I'm doing this and I'm setting the stage, but there's somebody else behind me that's going to come and do this. And so that's what Noble Drew Ali did. Noble Drew Ali came from a Cherokee nation. His mom was originally 100% Cherokee. His dad was an Egyptian scholar. So he combined those two, and you have to be, like, somebody had to ask you to come and be a part of the studies. You just gonna pop up at your door. I'm ready to be on your show.
Right. Right. You gotta go through something.
Yeah, you gotta go through something. Right. So you gotta go through the proper channels to get to the people that know the people that know the people and say, okay.
Which is
and so then he come back and he established the Morse Temple of Science on the northeast in New Jersey.
Okay.
First, right? So that was 1913. You see what I'm saying? This guy was born 1886, so 1913 ain't that far off. He's still a young man.
Yeah, he is.
But he established the sciences when people were still kind of pure, because they weren't that far removed. So the biggest misnomer is that people think that everybody was slaves, and that's not true. You know what I mean? Even if you look at modern movies as today, Lincoln. Go watch Lincoln. It's a little fat guy on there, and he dressed in the three-piece suit all the time. He dressed in clean every day. Yeah. And a lady would say, "I'm sorry what we done to your people." He said, "Who are you talking to?" I've never been a slave. I was born free. He said, you got to talk to them over there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is in the land of Lincoln. You see what I'm saying? And so everybody thinks, you know, and speaking of Lincoln, you know, you think that Lincoln freed the slave. That's the biggest misnomer in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The proclamation. What does proclamation mean? Is to speak out, right? To proclaim. Emancipation. You look that word up, and you will see that where the free part come in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even the Declaration of Independence, people who celebrate July 4th, you know, they don't know what they're doing. And then you want to celebrate July 4th and Emancipation Proclamation and what's that, Juneteenth?
Yeah.
You know, I say
Yeah.
so I could just say it's we're gonna celebrate this podcast day. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And every year we're gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So people will come out for the party, really not understanding
What is really
about.
deeper meaning
Deeper
behind
about
it.
it. Yeah.
And I was confused with that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now Juneteenth popped on. Now I heard of Juneteenth, but I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came, I'm like, you know what? I made a decision at my adult age. I don't even want to celebrate July 4th no more.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is where it's at. I celebrate Juneteenth. And I really don't care what day it is, really. You know what I'm saying? I celebrate it, but fireworks has never been my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta understand that some people just love fireworks and they don't care.
People
They just
love
need
a party.
a day.
You know, we
They
from the
just
shop.
need
People
to
just
pay
love a
a day to
party.
celebrate.
So even with Juneteenth, right? I tell the dude, like, man, you ain't going to Juneteenth, man. You established, man. You everybody wants you to come. Bro, listen to me, man. I'm not celebrating nobody ancestors and elders that were slaves 2 more years past the time was up. That's my angle.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so however you look at it and how you want to choose to demonstrate, and you demonstrate that, brother. You know, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? I got some of my best friends are Christians. I'm not anti anybody. So I'm just pro me. You feel me? And so when we deal with each other, we got to deal with each other in love, man. And that's the problem.
It gotta come from that
got
first.
to come there first.
Because it put everything in perspective.
There you go. And that's what this visit is about. It's about the love. Like, let me give my love to where I'm from, who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm on my way out of town Tuesday. I want to say, man, I did my thing before I left. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, hey, you know, I don't drink wine, but I cook with a lot of wine. You feel what I'm saying?
So what's some of the wines you be cooking with?
Man, I use a good Pinot Grigio. I use a nice little Sauvignon Blanc. You know, it's a white wine. You know, I cook a lot of fish. I have a lot of different high-end clients in Norridge. And when I go in their mansion, I come with my wine. The lady's like, I never seen the chef travel with his own wine. I said, well, yeah, I want it to taste a certain way. This is the taste. And when I put it on there and I put the capers on there, bam, hit you with the wine, hit you with the capers, hit you with the garlic and the onions and everything.
Different.
And just
They ain't used to that.
slide on the plate. It's over with, you know.
They ain't used to that. So what's some of the for y'all don't know, it's the chef here. So for like, what's some of the dishes you can make with wine? I know you mentioned fish.
Yeah, I use a lot of cream and sauce. I use a lot of vodka in my sauce, a lot of different tequila in my steak. You know what I mean? I simmer it with this tequila. Just let it cook, simmer off until take it off the hot stove, put it on a set down. You know, like let it just marinate, just right there. Put the lid on it, and that way it'll constantly keep cooking, and then it'll start breaking down the membrane. That vodka, that tequila, whatever the alcohol you put in there is going to start resonating and start making things pop underneath that lid. So when you take that lid off, the aroma will fill the room. And so you want
it's
that.
Like the way you talking, and you talking chef terms, it's like you making a person hungry. I'm not even hungry, but I just want to taste what you cooking. And you're not cooking, you just telling me.
The next time around, I'm going to bring my little stove and we're going to jam. We're going to jam for real.
Right
here live.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right. I'm going to definitely have to bring that heat, you know what I mean? Let y'all know what it is, you know, for those who don't know. I'm Chef Edwardo Bey, like he said, you know, CEO and president of Shy Guys Healthy Soul Kitchen. Healthy is the new wealthy is our slogan, and we demonstrating healthy ways to cook food. Healthy ways to deal with our people, because we lead all the categories in the unhealthy terms when it comes down to those categories of high blood pressure, diabetes, low blood pressure, all the different kind of neuropathy and all those different kind of things that we're dealing with. Is the answers in food. It's always been in food. The medicine has always been food. People just try to misnomer or actually discount the real truth. You know what I mean? And the real truth can't change, nor will it pass away. So therefore, we just got to go back to the truth, because when Big Mama had a garden in our backyard, and when we was demonstrating our farm, we was eating off our own land. We knew where the food came from. We knew we had seeds in our watermelons. We had seeds in our grapes. We had, we wouldn't let people de-seed our oranges. You know what I mean? And so these things are not to be tampered with. You know what I mean? In the natural world, because everything has a law. Law governs all events. So once you got the law of nature, you cannot tamper with that.
Can't do it. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, not supposed to. Let's say. So
I want to taste this wine. I'm gonna give me a little taste of this, and then we're gonna get right back into it. I'm gonna tell these people how this 19 Crimes tastes. Cali Red, shout out to Snoop Dogg. I don't know if he benefiting off of it. Well, he should be. He got Snoop on the bottle.
Yeah, he got his image, right?
Yeah, he got his image. Shout out to Snoop, 19 Crimes, Cali Red. Let me see how this tastes.
Shout out to Uncle Snoop, no doubt.
Oh, I like it. It's banging.
Mm-hmm.
It's banging. See, it remind me of like a dessert wine type of. I'm not a wine type of critic, but to me, it tastes something like, I want to say something. One of them good red wines. One of them good red. But this one is banging. It don't got like no. It's not like too sweet or anything like that. It's
real good.
It's just got that taste. It blossoms after they get down to it. But this is good. Snoop, I'll let you boy. Cali Red 19. Oh, this is great, man. This is good. You might have to go ahead and get you some of this. Cook you with some of this, man. Yeah. This is decent.
Yeah, it's a holy day for me, man. I it's a day of rest. You know what I mean? So I just chill. Eat my fish, relax. Get my stuff together for tomorrow. For the new day. And got a little catering event on the way out the door, so got to do that in Salt Village tomorrow.
Oh yeah, working.
Yeah, man.
Hard working and staying peaceful, because it's like when you love what you do, it's not really work.
Nah, man.
I can see you like, man, I'm going out here.
Yeah, just to throw something.
It feel like a vacation.
And then on Tuesday, I'm going to fly out to North Carolina, be out there to the 12th. I'll be back here on the 13th. We'll be out west, passing out variety produce boxes, fresh produce by all the indigenous farmers across the diaspora of Illinois.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm very in tune. Well, I'm very, my hands is in everything when it comes to food. I deal with the food policies in the state of Illinois. I deal with, I am the Chicago chapter president for the National Black Chefs Association. I am the regional judge for the NAACP AXO for 7 years now, for 8 years counting this year, so 8 years for that. And I've been running my business since 2008,
12.
Yeah, so 12 solid years of, getting down, and I've been cooking since 8 years old, professionally since 17, won an award when I was 18. Been Real Men Cook, executive chef for that 2018 on Channel 7, all that different kind of stuff.
For y'all that don't know, it's going down this list to let y'all know it's real out here. You may not see him, but he out here doing work.
Yeah.
You got to, and if you run across something, say something.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I'm very approachable, and I'm always. And so let me just touch bases on the AXO, because a lot of people don't know what AXO is. It's definitely like a powerful thing. It was created by a brother back in the days to basically like give people that's the smart young men and women in school a chance versus the athletes. You see what I'm saying? So the technical, you know, when you're dealing with science, when you're dealing with agriculture, when you're dealing with all these different sciences of being who you are and being who we need them to be. That's what that was about, you know what I mean? And so that's been around since the 60s, man. And it's turned out a lot of big time people, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Some of my great heroes are into mathematics, science, and all that stuff. They're not into a lot of athletes, but some of my great heroes today are into athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, are athletes.
Yeah.
You know,
and so we basically like.
Shoot a shot, shit talk. Shoot a shot, shit talk. Shoot a shot, shit talk. You already know, it's LJ the King. Got shooters, got shots with the shit talk team. Every episode got a brand new drink. Cheers to whatever, trying to see what you think.